Hi Virgos, Trishna here. Welcome to your September 2019 love reading. So what I'm feeling for you with regards to your love life is I feel like your love life, regardless of your relationship status, is doing just all right. It's really not going at the pace that you would like it to be. So if you are not in a relationship, then you're really not finding someone at the pace that you would like. If you're at the beginning stages of a relationship, it's not going at the speed that you would like. If you have been in a relationship with someone for a while, it somehow has seemed to slow down in some way. And I think you feel sad about that, but I think even more than that, you feel frustrated. And I think that you have a lot of questions in your mind about why this happened. How did you get to this point? What led to this point? How did you get to this place? I think that's probably the biggest question. And probably the second biggest question, actually no, this is probably the biggest question, is what can you do to fix it? And I think what led to this point is I feel like there is something that you said or did, I probably more likely said a little while ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a little longer than that, that I think affected things, changed the potentials, and basically created a series of events that led to this point. And all of this happened unbeknownst to you. Like, you don't know, you probably have no idea that you said something that led to this. You have no idea that you said something and it bothered them, and that it like created this whole series of events that has happened to basically putting you in this place where your relationship is not moving forward as quickly as you would like. And I feel like what you said, so I'm very careful to use the word mistake because I have kind of strange beliefs around mistakes. I don't really believe that mistakes like really exist, but I am getting in a way that this was a mistake, like a real mistake on your part. You said something, and I think that this person felt very misunderstood by that. And that is what created this whole series of events, and it's probably something that you really shouldn't have said. Now, I don't really want you to go back and focus on what did you say because I don't think you will be able to figure that out because you have no idea that you said something wrong. You have no and it was probably just something like you're not going to be able to figure out what it was, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So don't even try. And just move forward. And that's really what I'm getting for you is like when you have the question of like how do I fix this? The answer is you don't fix it. You start from where you are right now. You basically start over. And I don't mean like start over from scratch with somebody new. I don't mean that like you have to take steps back. I mean, you're here now. You're here now. Things have been said, events have happened, but now you're here in this moment. Take it from this moment as if it's a new beginning, resetting, starting over with more knowledge in your pocket, with a better connection than maybe you had before. Like maybe it doesn't feel like that right now, but you're not starting from square one, but you are starting fresh. So, what does it mean to start fresh when you are most likely already in a relationship or you have begun one and so you already know the person. So, how do you start fresh? What does that even mean? So, what I would say about that is I think there's a few different things. There's a few different ways to look at it and a few different things to do. So, the first thing is like you're starting fresh. So, what are the things that you would want to ask if this was a brand new relationship? What are the kinds of conversations you would have? What are the kinds of dates you would go on? What are the kinds of things you would do together if this was something that was brand new, a brand new relationship? That's something that's going to reignite some of the interest and the passion and bring back some of the memories of the real beginning that you had, which usually beginnings of relationships have a lot of good times in them. And that's something that you want to start over and like kickstart this new phase of your relationship, this fresh phase of doing things differently. Now, doing things differently. So, take a little bit of time and reflect on the relationship that you've already had with this person. What are some things that you would do differently? What are some things that you would not do at all? What are some things that you would say? What are some things that you wouldn't say? What are some ways that you would support them? What are some ways that you wouldn't support them? What are some of the mistakes that you are aware of that you have made that you would not make the second time around? And really have an idea of how you contributed to this relationship before and how you want to contribute to it now. And then make those changes in this second phase, in this second chance at this amazing relationship that you could have. And, be that better partner that looking back you wish you had been. Be that better partner than you were before. Like, really take your relationship to the next level. Just like blow the previous version of this relationship out of the water, out of the park. Make this something that is just so amazing that, when you look back, you're like, wow, what an amazing relationship we built together. Like, we just took this to whole new levels. Like, this is like a relationship between gods. Like, this is like a God holy version of a relationship. And it takes two to tango. So I'm not saying that you are the one who is completely at fault here. I'm saying that there's something that you said or did that created a series of events, but it does take two to tango, and I would not at all consider any failure in this relationship purely yours. I wouldn't even consider really any failure of this relationship yours at all. Like, I wouldn't even say that this is really a failed relationship somehow. So, do not see this as a criticism of you. Do not see this as you made the entire relationship a mistake. There's just like one little mistake that created a series of events, but like otherwise you were a good partner and you're going to be an even better partner. So like don't take this as a reason to feel bad. Like do not feel bad about anything that has transpired, because now is the time to do phase 2. And phase 2, version 2, it's going to be way better than version 1. So look back and just just think about what you want to do differently. How do you want to show up differently? And when I was saying that it takes two to tango, well, this other person needs to be doing that as well, but more than likely they're not going to, because right now they're hurt. Right now there's a series of events that have happened. There's a way that they feel misunderstood, and this is just not how they can show up for you in the relationship. But I see you as a leader, and I feel like, Virgo, we've talked about leadership in a variety of different ways over the past few months, like in different areas of your life. And I feel like right now you need to be the leader in your relationship life, the relationship spectrum. And that means that you need to be the one that takes this relationship to the next level. It also means that you need to act the way that you want to act now, knowing what you know now, knowing how you used to be. And so, kind of to explain that a little bit better, it's like you want to inspire a better relationship from both of you, and you do that by first embodying it, by first showing that through your example. So here's an example to kind of illustrate what I'm trying to get at. So, maybe when you were, okay, do you remember when we were younger, we were kids in school, and we really liked somebody, like maybe there was a friend that we just liked them. And then, or just some person that we just kind of thought was cool. And then we find out that that person hated us. Like they told somebody like, oh, I hate this person. That's you. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, I hate them too. It's like, that was your reaction. But then let's say that there was somebody who told you that they hated you. And instead of you saying, like, I hate you too, you said, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, because, like, I actually really admire you for all these reasons. And that person who said, like, I hate you, all of a sudden, you reacted differently. You didn't say, I hate you back. You said, I actually admire you for all of these reasons. All of a sudden, the person who said, I hated you is like, that was not the reaction that I expected. And they may say, like, well, I still hate you, but, like, inside, something has changed. You have exemplified a different way of reacting that they had not experienced before. And it makes that person think now, like, wow, like, even if somebody hates me, I can still love them. And even though I hate somebody else, they love me. And, why did I hate this person? And I love how they handled that. Like, maybe as kids you didn't think that, but as an adult, like, I think sometimes we react in certain ways, and when somebody reacts to us in a way that we've never thought of, we've never experienced, we're just like, what just happened? And in that moment of like, wow, or what just happened, or I'm confused, a transformation is taking place within you, because now, like, all of a sudden your perception of reality and like how things are supposed to happen and how somebody's supposed to react and how they're supposed to feel because you did XYZ, all of a sudden that's just like shattered, and you can now see the world through completely different eyes and have completely different reactions to the same situation but with different people. So when you become that leader, when you act differently, when you show up through your example, you inspire in your partner how they should show up, how they should react. And you wow them, you confuse them, you shatter their version, their constructs of reality, and open them up to new constructs, to new potentials, to seeing things, to new mentalities. And I think that that will be very, very beneficial. And I think that if you really work on this, I feel like things are going to start to go more your way. I feel like things are going to progress faster than they have been and faster than maybe you were expecting them to. And I think that you're going to feel really good at the end of the month. Like you really made some progress and like things are really starting to come together. And I feel like you'll feel really, really positive. Like I feel like right now you're in this very frustrated mode. And I feel like at the end of this month, you're going to be like, wow, you know, I don't know that you're really going to have the exact end result that you want right then and there by the end of this month, but I feel like you're going to be significantly closer, and looking back, you're going to be really happy that you worked on this and that you made these changes and that you really tried to inspire through your example, not through dictating to them or lecturing them or pushing your thoughts on them, but merely through example, through being the best version of yourself in this relationship that you can be, from learning through the things from growing through the things that you've learned from phase one and really incorporating that and really growing as a person and becoming even better of a partner and more of yourself and really being present as this new you in the relationship. I really think that you're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to be so proud of how far you've come. You're going to be so proud of the person that you are, the version that you have become. And that regardless of what happens, you're going to feel good about yourself. But I really think that you will inspire in this other person new outlooks and new ways of being and new mentalities. And they may even like really start letting go of the hurt that they feel that they've experienced and, you know, be open to new potentials. And I just think that things will come together a lot better for you. So that's what I'm feeling for you for September of 2019, Virgo. Before I wrap this video up, I just want to let you know that I am doing extended videos again. I used to do them about 1.5 to 2 years ago. I used to put up extended videos on Vimeo. I'm going to try to do Patreon. The extended video link will be in the description box below, either Vimeo or Patreon. I'm going to try Patreon. And what is going to be included in those extended videos is we're going to go into more depth on this relationship that you have that we've been talking about right here. And we're also going to go into the strengths that you bring to the table so you can maximize them and leverage them to bring better success in your relationships. We're going to go into the weaknesses that you also have, and I really see weakness as area of growth. We're going to go into more of those to see how you can open up, how you can grow, how you can be a better partner in your relationships to really strengthen and enhance the relationships that you have or the ones that are coming into your life. We're going to go into your fears and your blocks to see what other blocks are there to, again, help open up your channels and help bring more success in this area of your life. And then we're also going to look into the future potential. So if you do all of the blocks that we talk about in the extended, what does your future look like then? What are the potentials available to you then, so that you know you can see like what you can bring in, the kind of success you can bring in if you work on these blocks. And basically the whole point of the extended is really to clear out as many blocks as I can find in your field so that you really can have more success and really maximize the potential that you can bring in for the success in your relationships. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe. If you're interested in the extended, I will see you in that video. If not, I will see you on my next video on my channel.